I'm going to send email to the band real soon. It is about a week before our first rehearsal, and just basically information to get ready, websites to visit, etc. So I thought I would show what that looks like and how I do it. For the most part, it's pretty much basic, just sending email. I will be pausing throughout this presentation because I do not wish to display anyone's email address in this video, which you do see when obviously when setting this up. So I'm going to start with where to find information about how to get going. Under the band's web drive on Google, or Google Drive, I should say, we have a folder called Dissemination. Underneath that, we have an email lists, and there's 3 sets of email lists. The first one is information about band board members. The second one is friends of the band. This is basically people who attend our concerts, who wish to be notified when a concert seasons are coming up. I only use that right before concerts. And then members. This is our band members. And I've already pre-opened this. And the reason that this page is a little small is because directly underneath this band members, as you can see, this goes on for 2 pages, is the list of our band members. I can already see a typo there. So let's fix that. And I'm just going to go through these instructions and show you how it works. So the first one is go to the band's Yahoo account. We've been using Yahoo since we started sending email easily over 20 years ago. It's not my favorite email distributor account, but historically we've been using it for so long, we probably won't change it. So we go to my Yahoo. I am already logged into the band's account, so I don't have to do that separately. If I click on mail, it pops it up. I'm going to type compose, which is what is step 2. And what I didn't list here in the steps is I also duplicate this. And that is because the band members are listed in 2 groups of email addresses. This is to address what I believe is an anti-spamming policy that Yahoo has. They don't allow you to get email lists too long. I think it was at one point around 100 emails. And if you try to do anything that's too long, it just won't send it on the assumption that you're spamming to a lot of people. So it's split up into 2 groups. I do try to keep it tight. Usually at the end of each season, I ask people who are no longer performers to let me know and I can take their name off the list. So the next part is drafting an email, and I am not going to bore you with that. I am going to use information that is in some of the links that are listed over here. So what I'm going to do is pause and put some of this together, because all I'm doing is writing emails and no one wants to see me just typing away. So at this point, I put in the subject line, I've started my greeting, and now I'm going to put in the first band website. So I'm asking people to look over the rehearsal guidelines. That is over under band members rehearsal guidelines. I pop up the page. I highlight it in the little window. I save it, or copy it, I should say. And then I just paste it in there. And I have a few more pages. I'm just going to type it in, fill them all in, and pause the recording while I'll do so, but I will come back once the email is complete. So I've completed the email. Basically, it's our rehearsal guidelines, policy, schedule, and then our online recordings. Nothing shows as a link, but when this is sent, all of these links should show up as linkable that people can click on them directly. I try to keep it short and sweet when possible. And that's about it for the content. Now, what I do next is I copy the subject line and paste it in the second one. And I copy the content of the first one, paste it in the second, and now we're ready to mail. Now, I won't be showing the next step because if I do show it, it'll reveal people's email addresses. But what I do is I go to this page and just dip down into it a little bit, and there will be lists of people's two lists of email addresses. I copy the first one and I paste it into BBC for blind carbon copy. And I copy the second one and paste it into the second BBC. I do blind carbon copy. That's a way I can send it out to everybody, but it does not send the email addresses out to everybody. So everybody looks like they only see my or the band's email address in theirs. I won't, and then at that point, I just hit send and boom, off it goes. So that's pretty much for sending band email. It's just, creating two pages, copying, pasting the list. And by the way, when we get new band members, I go back over to this page and add them to the list. If people leave the band, such as graduate, move out of the area, then I go take them out of the list. I do give them the option when they do leave to say, hey, if you're no longer a performing member, do you want to be added to the friends list? So at least you get email whenever we have our concerts, because maybe people can't be performing members because of schedule conflicts, but they would still like to attend our concerts. So that's a way of letting them know. And that is basically it for sending email out to band members.